what we doing. Nah, don't get scared now. I be laughing so hard my stomach hurts, man. Welcome to Larry's World. Mother truckers, yeah. Hey people, can you dig it? Yeah. Welcome to this beautiful Saturday, May the 23rd, I think 2026. Excuse me. Guys, let's thank God to be alive and be in the mix, and let's rejoice and be glad in it. I don't have my phone or my mic in my daughter's car. We're going to get today's topic on. Today's topic is going to be, you can't have a past. You can't have a future if you're holding on to your past. That's today's topic. Larry, what do you mean by that? Oftentimes, y'all, we like to hold. What's up, OG Kick SZ? What's up with you? We like to hold on to old friends, our old ways of living. Some of y'all have a hard time putting down the crack pipe. Some of y'all have a hard time putting down the bottle. Now I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm not doing that. Ain't nothing wrong with drinking. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking a little herb from time to time again. But I'm talking about stuff that's going to ruin your life. We can't move past in the future, y'all, if we constantly hold on to old friends, old garbage. You can't change if you're doing this right here. You never will change holding on to stuff that you should have been let go. What's up? You can't move forward like this. OG Kick SC, what's going on with you? What do you think about this topic right here we talking about? Today we talking about, thank you. You can't hold on to you can't hold on to you can't move forward if you're holding on to your past, man. What do you think about this? Y'all excuse me, I'm about to eat my burger. What y'all think about that? Okay. Bingo. We cannot hold on to our past. Hold on to the future. Not gonna work. You gotta let the past be the past. You're right. But oftentimes, man, sometimes it's kind of hard to think it. Sometimes it's kind of hard to you can't never forget about your past, though. That's why I need people to understand right there, OG Kick SC. You're gonna always think about the things that you did. You're gonna always think about the people who hurt you. The problem is holding on to your past. You might be holding on to an old relationship. You know what I'm saying? You might be holding on to a toxic relative, holding on to an old job. You can't move forward and get to the next level doing that. That's what I need people to understand right there. You're just gonna find yourself like a hamster in the wheel. You ever seen a hamster in the wheel? It don't get nowhere. It's just like that. It's constantly spinning its wheels. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere. You're hanging around idle-minded people who constantly stand stagnant in one spot. You can't get to the next level doing this, guys. I don't know why in life we like to do this. You can't. You're not gonna prosper doing that. Hold on to your old ways. Hold on to your old habits. Thinking the way you used to think. In order to get to the next level too, guys, that's something else I want you guys to understand. You also have to change your mental. Okay? If you're always thinking like a broke-minded person, then guess what? You're going to continue to be broke-minded. That's something else I need you guys to understand. I don't think a lot of people understand that too. If you're always thinking negative, I ain't going to be able to do this, I ain't going to be able to do that, then damn it, you won't be able to do it because you're thinking negative. 95% of 100% of the things that we think about, if we're not careful, it will come to reality, whether that be good or bad. If you know you have a hard time smoking crack, don't go back to the crack house. I say this all the time. If you know you have if you know you're a womanizer and you constantly going to the strip club or going by the strip club, how can you change your ways and you keep going back to the same lifestyle? We got to make it make sense. It don't make a lick of sense. We got to make this thing make sense, baby. Help me help you. Y'all give me 1 second. I want y'all to help me help you. Give me a minute. I got to turn my fan on. A little warm. Yeah, turn the fan on. All right. Thank you for the sandwich. Yep. Let's get on in here, y'all. Let's.
Who gonna pick up my book?
Oh, shit. I don't know. I think Cassie, they went to the early bingo. I think Cassie Darius dropped them off. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't know how they're going to do that because I got a lot to do here. How do we expect this to work, y'all? Let's get on here. Let's talk about it. I guess while y'all getting here, I'll take a bite out of my burger. How we going to make it work? How? It's not going to work. Another thing I need you guys to understand too, you can't save somebody who don't want to be saved. It's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Just want to throw that in there. I want to throw that in there. My daughter. Tell him, Michaela. It ain't gonna work. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Yeah. Yeah. Holding on to a woman and you know she busting it open for everybody in the neighborhood. You holding on to that joker knowing he ain't no good. Selling drugs to everybody in the neighborhood. How can you prosper doing this? How can you prosper? Emma, what's up with you? Emma Mia, B1H. Hope you're having a great and marvelous day. Thank y'all all for tuning in here with me. I'm going to eat a bite of this burger. Y'all, please excuse me. What do you think about this topic? Holding on to stuff in your past. It's just going to keep you stagnant. That's all it's going to do. Including myself. I can't say I won't change and want better, but I'm still doing the same stuff that I was doing 5-10 years ago. I'm almost 40 years old. There's no way at 38 years old I could be holding on to things that I did when I was 23. That's another thing. I see a lot of these people 65, 70 years old, and you're doing the same thing you was doing 30, 40 years ago. That's crazy. You too old. Sit your old ass down. I don't know why we like to do this. We gotta make it make sense. You 80, 70 years old, and you still going to the club to find love. That's crazy. Tell him, Michaela. Tell him to sit down. You're too old. Ain't nothing wrong with looking for love, but sometimes we can be looking for love and stuff in the wrong places. Most times we looking for love and we ain't even got ourselves together. None of that makes sense. None of it makes sense. And I know I'm stepping on toes. That's why I ain't got a lot of views. I don't really give a damn. The right people gonna get in here and they gonna get the message. If I was on here talking about what chick had the thickest ass cheeks and smoking weed, I bet I have 1 million views right now. What's the best type of chronic? What's the best type of weed? That'll go viral. And since I'm getting in here and getting in y'all ass, nobody want to hear that. That's okay. Get your sensitive ass off. I don't know what to tell you. You already know by now, I don't sugarcoat nothing on my channel. I've said it a gazillion times. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you or nobody else. I give everybody the same treatment. You got to do better, y'all. You got to do better. The people you hanging around too, like I said, they can keep you back. You holding on to past friends. That's something else I need y'all to understand. Holding on to past friends, you can't get nowhere because they're going to prey on your downfall. When people show you who they are, y'all, I've said this 12 times, you have to believe them. You have to believe these individuals. You have to. Got to, man. Oh, they gonna change. They gonna change. They might be. They may. You know what? I say take that back. That individual very well may change, But I'm not getting ready to stick around and find out. I don't know what this message is for. This is why people that do you wrong, you have to love them from a distance. Let me show y'all something. Let me get this spoon right here. You know, I love doing the spoon analogy. You gotta feed them jokers with a long handled spoon. Gotta feed you far away. Yeah. What's going on with your 835? Don't you want to help somebody as a father in heaven helps us on a daily basis? You are absolutely correct right there. Now, there's nothing wrong with helping people, okay? Glad you mentioned that. The problem I have is you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. Meaning I can give you all the resources, show you how to get it, show you how to go about getting it. But what I am not going to do, what I advise you not to do, is hold people's hand. We got to learn to hold people accountable. Number one, we got to hold ourselves accountable. Oftentimes, the problem I see in life is us as people, we're constantly trying to hold other people accountable. Yet we don't hold our own self accountable. You can't be a walking doormat either, man. That's another thing I need you to understand. Don't be a walking doormat for nobody. I don't care if it's family, friends, your boss, your dad, your mom, your wife, your auntie. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You can't let people put you in a box. Carry kindness. What's going on with you? Hope you're having a great and marvelous day. Today we talking about, thank you for being on here. I got a pretty good crowd so far, but we'll see how it go. Normally they like to act up when they see I got a moderator in here. I don't know why they like to do that, but anyway. Today we talking about you can't elevate in life holding on to your past. So whatever lifestyle you once had, like a lot of people, the problem I see is a lot of people want their cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? You just can't have that. You can't. You got to be willing to put something down. There's no way you can smoke weed and drink every day and think you get ready to elevate in life. It's not going to work. Your mind going to be too fried off that weed, that bud, that liquor. That liquor going to make you feel too good. Yeah, it ain't going to work. Now, ain't nothing wrong if you want to drink and stuff in moderation. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with that right there. But when you're doing it every day, I got a sibling like this. One of my, I got an older sibling like this. I'm not going to name the person. That joker smoke every day. They smoke every day. And wonder why they can't get nothing accomplished. Now, ain't nothing wrong with doing that if you got all your stuff done. But you trying to hold on to that and wonder why shit look, I'm sorry. Ooh, I'm cussing.
It's better to do it in moderation.
In moderation. In moderation. That's it. Carry kindness. What's going on with you? What we got right here? 555. What's up with you? Nano 555. What's good with you? That's it though. We gotta get our mental right. Thank both of you. I got 2 mods in here today. Got Carry Kindness and I got OG Kick SZ. I appreciate both of you guys. Carry Kindness, I want your input on this. Have you ever been the type to try to hold on to old stuff and wonder why you wasn't prospering? Can you rap? No, I can't rap. No. I can spit these bars though about how to get your life right. That I can do. So welcome in everyone. Please hit the like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a post. Okay, I'm gonna answer this right here, man. 5555. And then I'm gonna stick to the topic. You said Kendrick or Drake? I'm gonna go with I don't know. I like Drake because Drake been out longer. I like him better. That's just my opinion. I know they beefed and all that, but anyway.
They're not beefing no more.
Oh, okay. I'm going with Drake, but that's beside the point. I don't want to entertain that. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Right now, we're talking about holding on to your past will keep you in your past. That's what we're talking about today. So you forgive others pretty quickly. It's nothing wrong with that, though, Carry Kindness. Ain't nothing wrong I'm tongue-tied. There's nothing wrong with forgiving people. But at the same time, like I mentioned just a while back before you got on here, oftentimes, you don't want to become a walking doormat, not saying you. We can forgive people, but we got to love these individuals from a distance. Long handle spoon treatment. I'm going to feed you, but I'm going to feed your ass from way over here. Because I don't want to get bit in my ass twice. Don't want to do that. Once people talk about you, say something out of character, oftentimes we like to go right back to these same people that don't make sense. Why do we like to go right back to them? And there's nothing wrong with forgiving, Carrie Cadmus. But at the same time, we want our sanity and our peace. If we forgive these individuals and we constantly keep going back, you can't, in my opinion now, you can't have no clarity because they're going to prey on your downfall. You see what I'm saying? I think there is a reason when I'm not prospering. I believe there is more that I have to learn or do when I'm not prospering. What do you mean by that, Carrie Connors? Tell me what you mean by that, if you mind, sweetheart. What do you mean by? I'm trying to understand it. She said, I think there is a reason why I'm not prospering. Do you think it could be because you're constantly holding on to the same things? And I'm not knocking you. Like, there's times that I've held on to old things, and you just can't get nowhere like that. It's a rat. It's like most people are in a rat race anyway. They're constantly holding on to stuff that ain't serving no purpose. If somebody don't done you wrong and they show you who they are, you have to cut them off, because that will block your blessing, believe it or not. I think there is okay. Oh, talking about past. Well, for me, I keep in the simple way, like past is the past. Yeah, the past is the past. I get that. But if somebody do me wrong in my past, yes, the past is the past. I'm going to forgive that individual and I'm cutting their ass out of my life. That's just it. That's just it. Because if you cross me one time, you'll do it again. That's the way I feel. You say Nano 55555. You say you agree. What I agree for? Do I agree about what? I already told you about the Kendrick Lamar thing. I already told you about that. I told you I go with Drake, but that's beside the point. That we not.
That's so childish.
Huh?
I said that's childish.
What's that?
Do you go for Kendrick Lamar or Drake? That's what kids ask.
Yeah. No, I think God is wanting me to humble more, or He doesn't think I'm ready to receive certain blessings. I agree with that too. But we are all far from perfect, Carrie Kindness. We all are far from perfect. That could be the reason me too. I mean, sometimes, I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes I forgive people, but I still have that, man, F that mother effer. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie. I forgive them, but in my mind, I be like, man, F that dude. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that I forgave him, but I still have this.
That mean you ain't really forgive.
Yeah, I still have this little, like I'm the type with my enemies, I'll still feed them, love on them, get them water. But I think a lot of people get this misconstrued. Just because you forgive somebody don't mean you have to constantly be all in their face. You see what I'm saying? That don't mean you have to be all in their face. You still love on your enemies. Give them clothes, give them food, give them water. Even in the Bible, it says you're supposed to give your enemies food and water. Your enemies will be your footstool. But if you're holding on to them, they're gonna block all your blessings. They're gonna prey on your downfall. You let them back in your life, they're gonna cross you again. I promise you, it's just a matter of time. I forgive others, but I don't necessarily keep them in my life. That's what I'm saying. That's how I am too. I forgive others. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's certain people in my family who have done me wrong, who have said things that they shouldn't say. I forgive them, but I no longer text them. I no longer call them. I no longer converse with them. I don't do that. I don't do that right there. I don't. That's just how I do it. See, a lot of people, they getting forgiveness mixed up. They think when you forgive, you're supposed to be all sentimental and right back in their face. No, that's not the way they go. That's how you got to do. You got to keep them, love them from a distance. Like, there's nothing wrong with if they call you, you talk to them for a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with that right there. But the hanging out, that's dead. No more hanging out. No more going to the club. I'm just using this as an example, hypothetically speaking. No more of that. No more of that. No more text messages and about, oh, God this, God that. How you going to talk about God this, God that, and you just crossed me? There ain't no more texting. Ain't no more of that. Ain't no more of that. I know it said in the Bible you're supposed to keep your enemies, it say keep your friends closer and your enemies even closer. Now, me personally, I disagree with this. I don't want to keep my enemies around closer because I feel like they can harm me. That's why I love these individuals for a distance. Now, you can keep them closer by conversing with them on the phone, but I think a lot of people got this mixed up when they say you keep your enemies closer. No, why would I want to keep my enemy closer so they can do something that can hurt me? I love their ass from way over there. I love them from over there. And I'm going to keep my distance. They want to converse over the phone, there's nothing wrong with that. You can't hurt me over the phone. You see what I'm saying? You keep them closer by. Sometimes what I'm starting to learn too is you do want to keep your enemies around sometime because they can give you information on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you still need your enemies for certain information. Sometimes you just keep them around and use them for information. That's what I do. Keep some of your enemies around, use them for information. Use them for information. Yeah, like used you, use them for information. Hate to be like that. Use them for information. But don't hang out with these mugs. I get what you're saying, but dealing with people which I don't like is different. I don't just forgive them like you know what I am saying, how to deal with that. I'm not understanding what you're saying right here. You say, I get what you're saying, but dealing with people which I can't do like a different. I mean, I think I get what you're saying. Okay, I got you, Kerry Connors. I'm gonna give it to you in a second. Let me read this one more time. You say, I get what you're saying, but dealing with people which I don't like is different. I don't just forgive them like you know what I mean, it's nothing. You have to learn to forgive, you know, but you got to always know in the back of your mind, this person crossed me. But if the person come in your presence and you want to converse and talk with them, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But in the back of your mind, you always got to know once a snake, always a snake. I'm just saying, people can change for the better. People can. But oftentimes, if they did it one time, they'll do it again. I'm not going to sit around and see if you don't change. That's just me. I'm not going to sit around. If you don't cheat me out of money one time before, you come back to me and say, do you forgive me? I'm going to say, yeah, I forgive you. I forgive you enough to cut your ass out of my life. But I'm not going to sit there and go back and try to seek revenge. Your revenge, y'all, what I need you guys to understand, your revenge is keeping your distance. That's going to hurt them even more than you trying to go back seeking revenge, if that makes sense. I'm going to say it again. Your revenge is keeping your distance. I hope I'm not confusing nobody. Okay, you get that, don't you? Your revenge is keeping your distance. That's going to hurt them. Your revenge, that's going to hurt them even more because they were like, damn, man. They can't feel your aura, your presence no more.
Yeah, because all they trying to do is stick attention.
That's it. So you cutting them off and them watching you succeed, that's the best revenge.
They end up being the ones in the view.
That's it. That's the best revenge. Then they trying to figure out, damn, I wonder what I did. I wonder why they don't call me no more. That's going to hurt them even more. And while we're on this subject right here, this is another thing I don't understand. I don't know why when people go seek revenge, why they like to kill somebody. What you going to kill him for? He ain't going to, now he dead. I'd much rather see somebody rot in prison than to kill somebody.
Yeah, it depends on what it is.
Nah. I'd rather them rot in prison because I'd rather them suffer. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather Jesus Christ deal with it. Because if you shooting them and killing them, now they dead. They can't feel nothing. I want them to suffer on earth. I'm not wishing nothing bad upon anybody, but I don't believe in getting revenge. I'd rather let justice, God take the justice. I'd rather them suffer and be in the world for another 30, 40 years suffering, heartache, than them being, I don't wish bad upon nobody. I'm not saying that. I don't want y'all to think I'm being, if you know what they're doing, you'll be ready if they're about to hurt you. That's it. But I'm not going to find out though, Kerry. I'm not going to find out. I'm not going to get these individuals close enough to find out. Once you show me what you done to me in the past, that's that. You can't be in my future once you show me what you done to me in my past. Well, they won't tell me anything because I'm sure they won't know by then how I feel about them. They will know. If an individual, man, what I need you guys to understand, people know exactly what they do, man. When you cut a certain individual off, you cutting them off, that's it. They're gonna already know. But if you holding on to them forever and ever and ever, and then you cutting them off years later, that might kind of confuse you. But it's still not your job to explain to these individuals why you cut them off. I don't care if you've been knowing a person for 7, 8 years, and all of a sudden you start reflecting, damn, they did this, they did that. Once God give you the discernment to cut them off, you need to cut them off. That's what I'm saying. That's fair. I agree. I don't want toxic people around me either. You can't prosper with toxic people around you. You can't. You won't. I promise. You shouldn't even allow toxic people in your house. People with bad vibes. People with bad reps. They come in your house and curse your entire house. Now you wondering why you walking around here sick. I'm not saying you in general, I'm just saying. You people that ain't living right, you shouldn't even allow them in your house. I don't care if that's your brother, your sister, your auntie, your best friend from 30, 40 years. Y'all, that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, chivalry is the good old days of when people say chivalry is not dead, it's dead. There's very few people in the world who still believe in kindness. You know, me, you, and me and you, Carrie. It ain't too many other people like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what are you eating? You sharing the rest of the class? Yeah, I'm eating a burger right here. Oh, Mickey D burger. My daughter got me a burger from McDonald's. Eating this. Have some. Yeah. I don't know if y'all ever moved. I love using this analogy right here, what I'm about to tell y'all. I don't know if you ever seen this movie called A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Regina King, she asked Martin, she said, Martin asked her, she said, do you trust me? She said, yeah, I trust you. She said, I trust you to be Darnell. I trust you to be who you are. Meaning she knew that her boyfriend was a player. So she said, I trust you to be who you are. I trust you, but not for your intentions. I trust you for being a dog. You know what I'm saying? I trust you to know you gonna cheat. Even if you smiling in my face. We gotta trust people to know who they are. Trust people to be who they are. Even if they don't change, you still gotta trust people for what they was. And move on and forgive them individuals and cut them out of our life. You're not gonna make an example out of me twice. You're not gonna make an example out of me twice. I'm cutting your ass out of my life. You are now in my past. You are not a part of my future. Just knowing them without realizing they even exist is fine. Like they don't care about me and I don't give a F about them neither. That's it. Live life with hatred. No, I'm not telling you to live life with hatred. That's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to live life with hatred. What I'm simply saying is you love on your enemies. But oftentimes we are so gullible. I'm not saying you and I, but oftentimes we're so gullible and you keep going right back to the person that done you wrong. You know this joker don't lump you all upside your head. You know he don't black your eye. Blooded your nose. Choked you in your esophagus. And you keep going back to him. That's just crazy. Stuff like that don't make sense. Oh, he said he gonna change. Oh, she say she gonna change. That joke ain't gonna change. They just telling you that to keep you around. This is what people do. Narcissist behavior. That's it, Carrie Con. She said, no, I don't do that. Nino, living that way only results in misery all around. That's it. You can't go through life hating people. But I'm going to tell you this right here. Ain't nothing wrong with going through life being in isolation mode. Isolation mode don't mean that you hate people. It just means you trying to shield your energy from these demonic spirits. That's what I've been in lately. I've been in isolation. But I'm trying to shield and protect my energy from these naysayers and these demonic spirits. So you have to go into isolation mode sometime to protect your energy and your peace. Because these individuals, man, They pray on your downfall. I can't have no peace like that. So I have to go into isolation mode. You have to. Sometimes you got to go into isolation mode. And I'm not trying to say, you don't talk to people. You can't go through this world without talking to people. So I want whoever thinking that, get that out of their mental. You have to talk to people in the world. But you still need isolation from people. You have to. Because when you go in isolation mode, you can get closer to God. You can't get closer to God if you don't isolate from time to time again. You've been around surrounded by noise and stuff like that. That's why a lot of people can't move forward in their past, because they holding on to negative and toxic people. You just can't. That was me, gullible, but I have finally had enough of being made the fool. Being a kind person only makes you a target for these creatures. That's it. Like a sneak. That's it. That's it. True, you can also rebuke them in the name of Jesus Christ. You can do that too. Well, guys, life of balance. Life is difficult. They say happiness and sadness are always together. Now, that's your opinion on that right there. But in my opinion, there's no such thing as a balanced life. I was just conversing with my wife about this the other day. There is no such thing as a balanced life. Something in life is going to always get more attention. If you're working 24/7, you can't have a balanced life. Either work going to get more attention or home's going to get more attention. You have to compromise. I believe in compromise, but in my opinion, there's no such thing as balance. Just like right now, I'm working a lot. I told my wife, don't even get to work out like I used to because I'm working so much. There's not a balance. I can't balance and say, I'm going to give the gym 40 hours and then I'm going to give work 40 hours at home 40 hours. Something's going to be a little off balance. The gym might only get 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Might not get 40 hours. But I rationalize. I give everybody a little piece, but everybody not going to get a fair bite of the pie. So that's my opinion on that. I feel like there is no balanced life. There's no such thing as a balanced life. Especially when you start getting older, you start having kids and responsibility. To me, it ain't no such thing as a balanced life. I feel like that's some little snotty teenage kid who ain't got no responsibilities. Yeah, that might be a balanced life, but it ain't no such thing, in my opinion, as a balanced life when you trying to accomplish your goals. Just like me, I got this YouTube channel. It ain't no balance. I'm gonna get this YouTube channel just as much time as I give my job. I'm just saying, I'm going to give it more time because I know that's going to take me to new heights and new levels. Even with home, I'd like to give that, of course, with my wife and my children, I give them their time. But I'm talking about things that's meaningless. No. But still, even with that, it's going to be a time where you can't balance everything. Something's going to get a little bit more attention than something else. That's just the way it is. It ain't no balance. It's about compromising. Talking to your loved ones and letting them know, hey, I can't do this week because of this. I need you to understand that. Just like when my daughter, I told her, she's helping me out. She know I've been working a lot. Hey, I can't do the dishes this week. I need you to help me out. See what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. Because I'm working. I'm trying to work on my YouTube channel, trying to work on myself. But if you're constantly pointing other people, you don't have time for yourself. That can be a big problem right there. But you need to have a balance with Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is always supposed to be your number one balance. Okay? God tells us to love one another as well as our enemies. It's definitely not easy at times, though. No, it's hard. It's hard. It's very hard. Kathy J. Young said, well, I've removed them because if I didn't never stop using and abusing me. You have to. You have to at some point, and you don't owe these people no explanation. When you cut these individuals off, Kathy, you don't owe them no explanation. You can cut somebody out right now if they done you wrong. You don't have to ever talk to them a day in your life. You're not obligated to tell them a damn thing. They wasn't obligated to deal with what they did to you, but yet they did it anyway. Got to make it make sense. You see what I'm saying? They did what they did to you with no explanation. So now by you cutting them off like karate, whoa, you don't owe them nothing. You don't owe them nothing at all. You don't owe them no explanation. Oftentimes in life, we constantly over-explaining ourselves. You don't have to do that no more. Stop doing that. Stop over-explaining to people in your life who already misunderstand you from the get-go. You want to move forward in life? You want to get to new heights, new levels? Gotta cut your past off. People who don't done you wrong, cut them off. I'm trying to tell you, if they did it one time, they will do it again. It's just a matter of time. Stop hanging around people who love to see you sad. You'll notice, have you ever noticed sometimes people that they'll come around more when they know you down and out? Stay away from them type of people. Have you ever noticed they don't come around when you're happy? Because your light and aura is too bright for them, the demonic ass spirits. Pay attention to this. Putting you on free game don't cost you a dime. Don't cost you nothing. And I know that's why I'm not getting the views. Like I told you guys, I'm going to say be redundant. I don't give a damn about that. I know the right people going to get on here. Carrie Kindness, Kathy J. Young. Who else I got on here? Nino 555. I'm going to get the right people on here. I'm going to get the right people on here. And I need you guys to understand this too. We have to stop dimming our light for people to make them comfortable. I used to be like that. I had a family member tell me one time, they said, why you rock your jaw like that? Oh, it make you look stupid. I told you don't have to watch the content. You don't have to watch the content if you don't like what I'm doing. Quit dimming your light. I got 2,000 and something other people say otherwise. You see what I'm saying? I got 2,000 something subscribers that say otherwise. It is always the people who not supporting you who have so much to say about what you're doing. That's what I don't understand. It don't make sense. I don't get it. It's confusing. Help me understand this thing. I don't get it. They know why I got away from them, and they know I'm a better person. Keep it that way. Do not go back to these individuals. I don't care how much they apologize to you. If you go back to them, you're going to turn into a pillar of salt. Meaning, you're going to wither away like a flower. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm eating my burger while I'm talking to y'all. They're going to wither. That's simple. Because you're going back. How you going to get better if you're going back to that individual that done already showed you what they was about? Ain't no way. I'm done with this thing though, y'all. I like your little quirks. They add character to you and they make me smile. Thank you, Carrie Kindness. And I'm great to thank you for seeing that. A lot of my family members, I don't really give a damn, but a lot of them don't like what I do. How you wriggle your jaw? Why you do this? Them the same ones that not even liking to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Red Ass. I don't care. Oh, they ain't rocking the slide for me like that. I don't care what they think. Oh, I don't care, family and friends. Oh, them be the main critic. Yeah. But guess what? I got 2,087 subscribers that say otherwise. You guys. Y'all the one rocking with me. So it must be something I'm doing right. Y'all like it. Jesus Christ likes it. The hell with the naysayers. The hell with what they got to say. They not even rocking with you. So why do we care about that? Why do we care? You try to, most time we try to impress people who would never do the same for us. We gotta stop that. Thank you so much, Carrie Kindness. You're gonna grow from here too. I need y'all to check out Carrie Kindness, y'all. Her channel is similar to mine. She talks about inspiring people. Y'all make sure y'all go to her page, Carrie Kindness. Check her out. It's a good sister right here. Good sister. Always uplifting, real humble. You can tell she got the godly spirit on her. I appreciate you. I really do. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this live right here. I might do another one. I gotta go in there and check the laundry. She got the laundry doing. Get some stuff done. Now I need to get in the gym for a little bit. Work out. What does it say right here? Yeah, why are we seeking validation from people who crucify a perfect man? That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ was perfect. If they crucified Jesus Christ, Carrie Kindness, we're not exempt from this. You and I, none of us are exempt from this. Don't matter our color. We're black, we're white, Hispanic. None of this matters. We're not exempt. If Jesus told the people not to go back and tell the miraculous miracles that he was working, they went back and told anyway. So that's why I don't understand why when we tell somebody something, Why we don't think that they not gonna say nothing? They did it to God. And he was holier than everybody. He was holier than holier. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a little idiot old man. You know, I ain't nothing compared to Jesus. None of us are. If they did it to him, what make us think we're exempt? We're not. We're not. But anyway, I'm done with it, y'all. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Bless. I want y'all to bow your heads, close your eyes. But this has been a great live. Greatly appreciate y'all for rocking with me and sliding with me. I love all you guys. I need you to do me a favor, though. I almost forgot this. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button, okay? That way when I drop these videos, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are the first to be notified. I can't be bought. I can't be replicated. I can't be duplicated. You will never find another content creator like me. Why? Because I am cut from a different cloth. And if you don't hit the like, share, subscribe button, I'm not going to lose no sleep. That part right there, choice is on you. What you going to do? I can lead the horse to the water, but I can't make you drink it. It's on you. Oh, yeah, I can't make you drink it, baby. Can't make you drink it. It's on you. You can take the top off if you want. I'm going to keep drinking it. It's going to purify me. Yeah. But anyway, I'm done with it. Bow your heads, close your eyes with me. Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day today, Lord. This day that was not promised, but you let us see it anyhow. Lord, thank you for this day. This day that was not promised, Lord, but you let us see it anyhow. Lord, we have to learn to stop going back to individuals who don't show us one time that they ain't no good. We got to quit going back to these jokers. You know they keep going to keep lumping you upside the head, smacking you in the jaw, spitting out your teeth, hitting you in your esophagus. Stop going back to these individuals. We got to stop doing this right here. Listen, y'all, I'm out here like last year. Cook, boom, peace, I'm out.